This is Awaken Astraeus, and you're watching the Daedalus Project.
Thank you for joining us on the Daedalus Project. I'm Bradford Clark.
And I'm Joe Quick. Follow us on our journey through the labyrinth of the local music scene here in southeastern Michigan.
Today we're going to be talking about Crown for the Underground, presented by Drozone Entertainment, a three-part epic battle of the bands that took place over the course of 3 different months. It started in August, went on through September, and then into October for the finals.
Yeah, so on the first round, we had Die-Sect won, and Awaken Astraeus was the runner-up. Round 2 in September, we had At the Hands of Victims as the winners, and Bacchus Symposium were the runners-up. So those 4 bands went on to the finals, and we had a huge showcase of talent even after the competition was going on. It was a really great show.
What Drozone put together for this evening is incredible, because not only did he have this evening where we have the 4 bands for the finals, after that he invited on the Voiceless Tour with several national bands. It Lies Within, I think, was headlining that one.
Yes, they were.
Darkness Divided and A War Within. Darkness Divided coming all the way from Texas for this show. They had just come around a national tour, and actually last year's Crown for the Underground headliner coming back for another headlining event, and that's the Paramedic. So huge show for us to talk about today, so we've got a lot coming forward. But we're going to do it a little bit differently today. What do we talk about?
Well, it was a competition. It was the Crown for the Underground, so we're going to do our own session of judging these bands. We're going to let you know who actually won, but before we do that, we're going to give you our insight into what we think about these bands. And so
we're going to go performance and just kind of give, if we were judges, our opinion. We're not going to rate or anything like that. And of course, we're not going to choose our own winner. The winner was already selected. But I think it's just going to be, a cool way, a fun way for us to...
And we don't sugarcoat shit. All right. Okay, so first up on the finals was Bacchus Symposium. Love these guys. They did a great job. High energy drums, just a great sound all over.
Dude, pit music all the way.
Yes, definitely. Like, if you're angry about something, you got some angst to let out, they got a song to capture that emotion and let you just... Yeah, he's always stomping on them.
Yeah, I love it. I like to call it fight metal. I think is probably the best thing that I could call it.
Yeah, if you're there watching them, you're a part of their show. They are very good at incorporating the crowd and individuals from the crowd into their performance. Like how he did that hype thing where he had the preview with his nagging, Wes nagging.
Yeah. Wes nagging? Your ass is mine, buddy.
Honestly, however, I would like to see more energy from the band as a whole. I kind of got when they were on stage where they, instead of seeing a band performing, I saw 4 musicians doing a song.
Yeah, they're playing their part and doing it well, but not really interacting with each other. And I mean, I love their presence, but I look forward to what's coming next because I know they're working on things.
Yep.
And I hope they're working on that.
Yeah.
They're being more of a force, more of a wave like their sound.
Been tightening up their sound a whole lot, but if they can tighten up the live performance, then I think they've got a bull of a storm ahead of them, and they can just tackle through everything like a stampede. I said, every time I get a chance to see these guys live, I don't care if I'm the only one on the floor. I'm all over the place.
I say their
stomping.
music moved mountains because this motherfucker's a mountain in the pit and he's moving.
Point to the ground, baby. Shoot down to the ground. Shoot down to the ground. Shoot down to the ground. Shoot to the fucking ground.
The next band of the evening was Awaken Astraeus, and the first thing that I can say to really some of my experiencing them on stage is they are having fun.
Yeah, definitely. I can't argue that. Each of them has their part and they fill it well, perfectly for what they're going for.
Oh, absolutely.
They're doing a really good job. They have some choreography, but it's definitely unfinished, and it goes well unfinished. But
it's not overwhelming. There isn't a ton of it. I wouldn't say that it's overused. But the one thing that I would like to see from it is more use of the stage.
Yeah.
I think there were too many holes to be filled. Yeah. Now, Anthony, the lead vocalist, was most certainly like water, moving in and out of everybody, but he's so engaged with the audience, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, he is great with the audience.
Right in your face, right up.
Singing while moshing in the pit several times. I've seen him do that.
So I would just say, for the rest of the band to just explode, just bring that energy that I can see right behind everything, and just
it's on the cusp, but I feel like they're holding back. I don't know if they're timid, if they're nervous, or if they're just so excited that they're overthinking it. And that's what I think it is. Keep working towards what you're doing. The slight shortcomings that you have are obviously very close to being sewn up.
Plus, as far as I know, they've been together less than a year. So from what they have put together, being a
brand new band,
they are busting their asses. They're out there. They're doing shows almost every week, so you have an opportunity to go out and see them. Please go out and see them. I love what they do.
One more thing. Nick, the drummer. His energy. It's infectious. See, you're already laughing. Like, any time that I get him on camera, I gotta be real coy about it, because he just cheeses and hams it up.
No,
it's
he loves
great.
it. I love it.
It's great. Yeah.
But don't stop. Seriously, don't stop. We
at all.
love it. Anything you can
Keep
do.
working on them harmonies, too. That needs a little work. I love the music. The third of the night was Dissect. Love these guys. They always kill it. Tight, precise, professional sound. They're just a great stage presence. They fill the whole stage. They never disappoint me.
When they go for a show too, they put together this incredible light box that Wes, the vocalist, stands on top of during the performance, which just highlights his energy, because he is a showcase frontman.
Yes, he is definitely. The dancing he does is captivating. He really enthralls.
There are times when he's so into it, his eyes closed, that I can tell that he's performing, but I also feel like he's somewhere else. Like, he's just so into the performance itself that he is in his own headspace.
Definitely, and their sound is mysterious, dark, eerie.
All
the songs have themes, so you know he's when his eyes are closed, he's in that fantasy world that he created for that song. And they're so in depth.
And there's so much song variety. Two of my favorite songs are Genocide County and Victims, and just between those two songs, there's such variety. Like, they're both distinctly Dissect, but they're both distinctly different.
Yes, I love their showmanship. Not just Wes being a great frontman, but their outfits, their get-ups.
Yeah, both Wes and Viviano have customed their appearance with
the whole look. Yeah.
All the neon pink lining on Viviano's guitar, and the neon. You can't see his guitar strings themselves are pink.
He was wearing pink contacts.
It's a commitment, and I love that. Yeah. I love when a band puts the effort in to be performers.
And I think Wes made his pants.
They wanted this. This was something they absolutely wanted, and I don't think that they didn't perform that way. I think their performance,
they were hungry for
absolutely showcased the hunger and the talent necessary to take it home.
Well, we weren't judges, that's why we're judging now.
favorite thing about At the Hands of Victims is the depth in their arrangements. Their song writing is very...
It's very precise. It's very in-depth.
It's very ambitious.
It is. It's
very ambitious.
It's sometimes overindulgent though, as well. Like
it can. There are some times I feel like some of the songs are a little long.
They could drop a minute or two.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like if there's nothing else being added to it after 3-4 minutes, then
Right.
I love long songs. Don't get me wrong, but it can't feel like a long song.
You gotta fill those gaps. The frontman is incredibly dynamic. I mean,
incredibly engaging.
I would like a little more movement from the rest of the band, but of course they're a new band, so they're getting there.
See, I don't know. I think that the stage presence was incredible. I think that their stage performance is as ambitious as their songwriting. Sometimes it feels like they're trying a little too hard to choreograph. So outside of music cues, I think they're very heavy on choreo, which is not a bad thing. I think maybe just some sanding around the edges to kind of fluid everything together, and then
I can agree with that, because I mean they definitely feed off the crowd as much as they fuel the audience.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? Like they bounce back and forth. That energy, you can feel it in the air. It's really just amazing to behold. But they need to tighten up a few little things.
As a viewer, as a fan, that's what I would want to see.
Exactly.
I would see it. And as it happens, At the Hands of Victims took the crown that evening.
They did.
They took the crown home. So congratulations for you guys. We're putting together a music video for them. In fact, here's a little sneak peek.
Covered with elastic set, broken minds and promises. That's what I'm up there.
After the competition, we had the Voiceless Tour come out with A War Within.
From Westland.
From
our
Westland.
hometown. So,
and they had this whole dodgeball get up.
yeah, what is with that,
What
guys?
was that?
I'm very curious. I went to the
please,
website.
tell
I went to the
us.
website to check it out. I think it's fucking cool.
It was great. They had the dodgeball uniforms. They had this whole
It was
scenario.
live performance was what sold me. That is just kudos, dudes. That was, I love it.
Mind blowing. It was great. And it's bands like you guys, that these locals that we're covering, need to focus on, because it's just, that's the energy. That,
Yeah.
you know, that,
So,
the
having-
focus, the drive.
Having gone to the website, we see. I mean,
The studiousness.
you
the
guys have
industrious
branded
bits.
yourself, and I
Yes.
think that is something that a lot of bands should take note of. This is not the 80s anymore. This is not the height of heavy metal as far as its growth goes. It's harder today for a band of heavier music to really make it than it was in the past. And I think what A War Within is doing by branding themselves and reaching out, you can get free downloads. I don't know. I thought they were free. Maybe not, but either way, they're available for their logos for your iPhone, for your Android, specifically for iPhone and for Android.
they're
So it's formatted
properly.
perfectly.
That's brilliant.
Darkness Divided caught my attention the most, and I put that album on loop a few times, and I love it, and I wasn't disappointed with the live performance. What did you think?
They were more drudgy, which I like that, but they didn't have the variance in song. Like every song's kind of like
song
that.
variety?
Yeah, I mean, all the songs I've heard are good. It's just I lean more to the punk or just more.
Right.
If I'm gonna go metal, I do Tool. You know, very melodic, it's still heavy. You know,
I get it, but I liked it. It was.
No, I did enjoy it, especially live performance. Like when you did your research and showed them to me, I was like, okay, this is cool. I like it. I can dig it. But when I saw them, it was
absolutely.
I was like, okay, these guys got something going. I like that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I hope you guys come back. I really do. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward. I think you guys were talking about a new album soon. So I hope that's true because I'd like to.
We love new music. We are the fans.
So,
you know.
And let us know because we'll let everyone else know about it.
It lies within. Right before they left for their tour to Japan.
So right out of Flint. I mean, we talked about them before.
They're home
now.
We're fans. They're home now, and from the internet buzz, it sounded like they had a great time.
How cool! First off, congratulations, guys.
Dude.
In my
yes.
I only hope that Japan sees this and calls us over because that, I mean, how cool is that? I can't wait to talk to you guys and hear about it. Hopefully, maybe you'll share with our fans what your experience is
so
like there.
exciting. I can't wait to talk with Zach. 'Cause every time we see him, he's so friendly, he's so down to earth, he's such a nice guy. Everybody in the band is so nice, so genuine, and just good people. And I would love to hear the stories.
Absolutely.
He's always just an open book, that guy. Just a great guy.
It's good to be back home! It's good to be back home, Michigan! This song is called Home is Where the Heart Is. This is your hometown! You show me what you got! Let's go! Everybody go! Go! I want to see the first single hit tonight, right now! Let's go! Right now!
To top the evening off,
The Paramedic.
the Paramedic, who, as I mentioned earlier, was the headliner for last year's, the initial, the Birth of the Crown for the Underground. Check out the album. The album is amazing. They're working on another one. They're also working on apparently a new singer, which.
Yeah.
So.
I was kind of happy to hear that.
The singer that performed for them when we saw them last year was Mike Luciano.
Fit the band dynamic really well. They from what you told me,
they parted ways. There was a mutual part. I don't want to go into it. Check it out. They explain everything online. Mike explains his half. There's some articles out there. And I got apparently no bad blood there or anything, but they're working on a new singer. So I'm kind of excited because I was very disappointed with the performance of the vocalist at Crown for the Underground.
Right. And you can understand, like, obviously he was new. I don't know how many shows he had done
There
with
were
them.
technical
Could
issues.
have been his first. There was a lot of technical issues.
We haven't mentioned that. All
night.
of the bands endured a lot of technical issues throughout the evening.
We went through 3 sound
Every
guys.
single one of them were professionals about it, and like I said, especially for being a competition, there was already a lot of stress.
The roof sprung a leak.
Yeah, so I can imagine being, because I believe that the vocalist that was there that evening for the Paramedic, he had a great voice. I just don't think it wasn't the right night for him.
Regardless, they tore it up.
And they did. As a band,
job.
there was still an amazing performance.
Yeah.
You guys will come back. I know you will.
Yeah.
I'll be there. And I'm
We
looking
will be
forward
there.
to the new music coming from them.
Before we go, Bradford, we did come up with a new idea for this episode, which is a top 10 list, which we're going to do every month.
Yeah, we're going to do a new top 10 list every month. But this month we were talking about
The top 10 of metal attacks pop.
Yeah, it seems to be a popular trend with metal bands covering pop songs, either songs from their childhood, our childhood, or songs that are still irritating the shit out of us today.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're making them tolerable. Some of these are really cool. So
they're really good videos, really good remakes.
yeah, so we decided to put a top 10 list together. There's some really good covers in there. So the link for that playlist is in the comments. So check that out. And while you're browsing around the internet, we just signed on to Instagram. You can follow us there.
I didn't even know about it. We just did it.
We're making it happen and making things move. FleeTheLabyrinth is where you'll find us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Daedalus Effect, and then go to Facebook and key in the search bar the Daedalus Project. That's probably how you found us.
Either that or the YouTube Icarus Imaging channel.
That's right. So like, share, spread the news, spread the word. We'll do it for you.
Thank you for joining us for our 4th episode of the Daedalus Project. It means so much to us that you guys are following us.
We're having a lot of fun with this. Join us again next month when we do whatever it is we end up doing, and share it with your friends.
Yes, please share and share alike. 5, 4. You probably peaked it. Do this. Okay. Oh, my dumbass. Who's this?
Take 2, I guess.
Hey, motherfucking
Where was I taking it from? I was taking it from somewhere.
Thanks for joining
Thanks for checking us. All right,
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2. You do it.
Cool. Okay, so that's.
That was like a fucking Wookiee. Sucking dick.
Okay. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Color pattern.
Oh!
Whoa!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Alright.
You playing footsies with me?
I am playing for you sexy little man.
What plays relationships games? You haven't tried that. Come on, dude.
I feel like this is fucking crooked, but
So that's why we've come up with our top 10 metal attacks pop.
Alright.
So,
Look
yeah.
out, guys.